Close your eyes for a second. Actually, just think about this. There is someone in your life right now. Maybe someone from your past. Maybe someone you see every day but never talk to anymore. Maybe someone miles away. But somehow they show up in your mind at the most random moments. When you hear a certain song, when you sit in silence, when the day gets quiet enough for your thoughts to finally catch up with you. And the strange part? They didn't text you. They didn't call you. They gave you absolutely no reason to be thinking about them right now. But there they are. And you've probably asked yourself, why? Why this person? Why won't my mind just let it go? Well, I'm not here to tell you to move on. I'm not here to tell you to forget about them. I'm here to tell you that what you're feeling actually means something deeper than you might have realized. Because if someone is always on your mind without any communication, that's not confusion. That's not weakness. That's your heart trying to tell you something your mouth never got the chance to say. And today, we're going to talk about exactly that. Silence doesn't mean absence. We often make the mistake of thinking that when communication stops, the connection stops with it. But that's not really how it works. Some connections go deeper than messages and phone calls. Some people leave something behind that words alone can't explain. Think about it this way. You've probably had people in your life who texted you every day, but the moment they stopped, you forgot about them within a week. And then there are people you haven't spoken to in months, maybe even years, and yet they show up in your thoughts like they never left. That gap between silence and absence is everything. Silence is external. It's just the lack of communication. But absence is something you feel. It's when someone no longer takes up space in your mind, in your heart, in the way you see things. And some people never truly become absent, no matter how quiet things get between you. This happens because the connection you built with that person wasn't just surface level. It was built on real moments, real feelings, real impact. And real things don't disappear just because you stop talking about them. Your mind holds on to what genuinely affected you. That's just how memory and emotion work together. When someone changed the way you think, the way you feel, or even the way you look at yourself, your brain doesn't file that away easily. So when someone stays in your mind without any communication, it's worth asking yourself, what did this person actually mean to me? Because clearly, something real was there. And real things deserve to be understood, not ignored. Silence between two people doesn't erase what was built. Sometimes it actually makes it louder. Your thoughts are telling you something. There's a reason your mind keeps going back to that one person. It's not random. It's not a glitch. Your brain is actually one of the most honest things about you, and it's trying to get your attention. When you think about someone constantly without any communication, something inside you hasn't finished processing that connection. It could be love you never said out loud. It could be hurt you never fully healed from. It could be regret sitting quietly in the back of your chest. Whatever it is, it's not done with you yet. Most people try to shut these thoughts down. They stay busy, they scroll through their phones, they distract themselves with anything that makes noise. But the thoughts come back anyway, and they keep coming back because you haven't listened to what they're actually saying. Your inner self doesn't bring someone to your mind for no reason. It's pointing at something unresolved, something that still needs your honest attention. The discomfort you feel when that person crosses your mind, that discomfort is information. Think about the feeling more closely. Is it warmth? That might be love or admiration you never expressed. Is it a heavy feeling? That might be grief or loss you haven't fully accepted. Is it a kind of restlessness? That might be a conversation you know should have happened, but never did. You don't have to act on every thought, but you do have to be honest with yourself about what the thought is carrying. Because ignoring it doesn't make it smaller. It actually gives it more power over you. The moment you sit down and genuinely ask yourself, what is this feeling really about? That's when the thought starts to lose its grip. Awareness is always the first step toward peace. They live rent-free, the silent language of the heart. We started this conversation talking about something most people never say out loud. That one person who stays in your mind even when everything between you has gone quiet. No texts, no calls, just them, showing up in your thoughts like they belong there. And I hope by now you understand that this isn't something to be embarrassed about. It's not weakness. It's not you being stuck. It's actually your heart being honest with you in the only way it knows how. Silence between two people doesn't erase what was real, and your thoughts don't lie to you. They point at things that still carry weight. The people who stay in your mind without any communication are the ones who genuinely mattered. Your brain doesn't waste its energy on what didn't mean anything. What you do with that realization is completely up to you. Maybe it pushes you to have a conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it helps you finally grieve something you never gave yourself permission to grieve. Maybe it simply brings you to a place of understanding, where you accept that some people shape you without staying with you. And that's okay too. Not every story needs a second chapter, but every feeling deserves to be acknowledged. So the next time that person crosses your mind out of nowhere, don't scroll past the feeling. Sit with it for a moment. Ask yourself what it's carrying. Be honest with yourself about what it means. Because the heart keeps score of everything that was real, and the mind brings it back to the surface until you're ready to truly face it. That's not a burden. That's actually one of the most beautifully human things about you.